Fight fans, this contest is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the MCF flyweight division, brought to you tonight by 3 Margaritas. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5'6", weight in 130.6 pounds. He holds a professional record, 3 wins, 1 defeat. Representing Kearney Combat and fighting out of Kearney, Nebraska by way of Morelos, Mexico, here he is, Delfino 2.0 Benitez. His opponent across the MCF cage, fighting out of the red corner, is a wrestler standing 5'10", weight in 130.4 pounds. He holds a professional record, 3 wins, 3 defeats. Representing Skywalker 101 Boxing Academy, fighting out of Atlantic, Iowa, here is Dillion Cox. Your referee, Joe Doherty.
All right, there we go. Fighter introductions out of the way. Here's the tail of the tape real quick. Delfino Benitez, 5'6", 5'5" for Dillion Cox, both weighing 130. 3-1 as a professional for Delfino, 3-3 for Dillion. Here we go. Green trunks for Delfino Benitez. I had lots of caffeine.
Good job. They brought you that graphic up late. You mastered it.
Black trunks for Dillion Cox with the flying knee.
That's what I said. Watch these guys. They're going to be exciting, man, both of them.
Both good athletic fighters.
Nice head kick. And it was blocked, but still, you let him know you got it. Oh, nice inside leg kick. And then followed by a good straight kick to the midsection. And like I said, you got to watch Delfino. He'll throw some wild stuff, too. He knows what he's doing. He's exciting. Both these guys. This is going to be an exciting scrap.
We talked about Dillion Cox as a wrestler. You see the wrestling tattoo, the national tournament tattoo, meaning he's made an appearance in a national tournament as a wrestler. But so far, trading strikes.
Nice double jab. You don't see it enough. I appreciate it when I see it. That was a good combination. Right, left head kick. Nice.
Back with the hard leg kick is Delfino Benitez.
Yeah, Delfino's doing a fantastic job of keeping his hands up. You know, so when he does throw the head kicks, he's just catching them on the arm. It's not landing flush. But, I mean, they're doing a little more circle than I originally said or thought. But that also, you know, at this level, guys start feeling each other out.
Trading kicks, they're meeting shins in the middle.
They'll start going. Just wait. And when it happens, it's going to be fireworks. But right now, what they're doing is they're each setting each other up, seeing what they're going to do if I throw a kick here, if I throw a teep there. And then they know for the further rounds or later in this round even what they can counter off of or follow up with.
This one's scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. We're about 2 minutes into round number 1. And so far, they've just been trading punches and kicks in the middle of the cage.
This is what you like to see. That's a nice,
hard one.
Nice kick. Hit the arm, but don't think that doesn't do damage to that arm. It makes it hard to hold that arm up in the later rounds.
And makes you think twice about that kick if your arm's not there. Another straight kick, seen that.
It's a three kick combination, and for a wrestler, he's got some really good stand-up.
You see the welts on the leg of Dillion Cox as well. That one buckled, though.
That one hit right on the knee. Right on the knee. That definitely will give him something to think about now. And you're going to watch. He'll set that up. He'll fake that back leg, and he can come high or low with the other leg, or he can land the hands off those fakes. But that was a nice, deep, hard kick.
Delfino Benitez with a leg kick to the knee of his own.
But now you're going to watch. He's starting to be able to. Oh, there you go. That's what Delfino needed to do, because Cox is freezing him up with those leg kicks, and he's starting to get Delfino to freeze up, and he's just becoming a punching bag for some of these techniques. Nice.
Thrown hard. That one got through the block, I think, on Delfino. The head nod usually means they felt it.
Yep. Usually try to say, yeah, no, but that means you did. Or you wouldn't have acknowledged it.
Laugh it off. Under 2 minutes to go here. Round number 1 in this professional bout. Delfino Benitez from Kearney Combat Sports in his green trunks. Dillion Cox, Skywalker 101 in the black trunks.
Yeah, and then you shouldn't be surprised to see Cox with these good hands like that coming from Molina's camp. But to see her, nice knee attempt. But with the wrestling pedigree, man, just think if this guy has this good a stand-up and then has the wrestling pedigree, he could be a nightmare.
Cox continues to work that left leg of Delfino Benitez. You can see the redness on the inside of the knee now.
And you can't forget that Delfino's been out for a long time too. So, this is a heck of a guy to step into against the first time
Oh,
back.
that jab got through.
Yeah, well, that leg buckled first, so you know that's what I said. You got him thinking about that stuff. You're hitting him with the leg kicks all the time now.
Those high kicks have been blocked by Benitez, but like you said, that doesn't mean they're not inflicting damage. And
No, they add up. That was a nice low kick there. Nice calf kick from Benitez. It was solid, too. You could hear it. Like I said, you got to remember, he hasn't fought for a long time, Delfino Benitez, so and this is a tall order when you're coming back after that long. Nice.
30 seconds to go, round number 1. This one been pretty even, Kelly Wiseman.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is exciting. You know, they're standing and trading, but they're not just trading to trade. They're setting stuff up. Everything they throw has a purpose, either setting up for later or setting up a combination that they see. Okay, he drops his hands when I throw this, so now I know I can follow with a head kick here. So that's what you're starting to see.
10 seconds to go, round number 1.
Oh, nice,
more high
nice body
kicks.
shot. That was nice.
Oh, my.
That was a nice liver kick. Oh.
And that's it. Round 1 comes to an end.
Now you got to respect guys that get excited about that.
Maybe a slight advantage to Dillion Cox in that one, but it's close.
It was definitely close. I wouldn't really want to be a judge there because Delfino was landing stuff too, but I just think Cox landed more combinations.
Both fighters relatively unscathed, though. The damage has been done to the legs. Both fighters quite clear.
Yeah, you can see in the replay, Delfino looping some punches in. But you watch Cox, he's circling out. He's not just going. That was, I mean, that'll buckle you, man. That was a perfectly placed kick, perfectly timed, too, as he was stepping. And instantly you could see it got Benitez thinking, because right away he's like, oop, I don't want one of those again. Step out, step away.
Round 1 in the books, and we're ready to go round number 2 as Joe Doherty tells the fighters to get into position. Expect them to meet in the middle. And here we go. Dillion Cox in the black trunks, Delfino Benitez in the green trunks.
Oh, nice combination right away, followed by a nice leg kick. Wasted no time to go right back at him. These guys, you know, these weights too are in super good condition, so you're not going to see them get tired. This one's a kicking fight. I love it.
Benitez came through on the leg kick with a straight left,
Oh, he's going to have to start giving Cox something to respect, because Cox just going right there now.
And here's the wrestling of Dillion Cox.
He'll want to
Benitez, though, sinking in that guillotine.
He'll want to focus on that guillotine first, and that's what he did. He
Pretty
was fine.
sweaty at this point.
Well, and right away, you notice he didn't slam him right away. He started getting that wrist control before he did any takedown, and that was smart.
Smart of Benitez, though, to let go of that submission that wasn't going to get him anywhere.
100%. You know, that's because these are pros. Amateurs hold on to that stuff.
4 minutes, round number 2. This one's scheduled for 3. Dillion Cox in the full guard of Delfino Benitez has him stacked up against the cage.
Now you're going to see what Cox has on the ground as far as, jiu-jitsu. We know he's got the wrestling pedigree, but Benitez has got some good jiu-jitsu too. But he wants to start getting those legs walked up a little higher on the back. Don't leave a wrestler that much space, because then that's what happens.
Trying to sit up on the fence is Delfino Benitez.
I think Delfino wants to get it back to the feet. But now that takedown's there, so even when they get back to the feet, that's going to be in Delfino's mind, and that's going to take away his effective striking as far as really planting for that knockout punch, because he knows that takedown.
Dillion
Cox there.
Yes, Dillion Cox now in the half guard, tried to step over it. Delfino Benitez fights that knee off. 3 minutes to go, round number 2. Dillion Cox in the black trunks, Delfino Benitez in the green trunks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point Delfino's more interested in getting his back against the cage, walk up the cage and stand up. Dillion's just probably flatten him out. I'll go to work on some stuff. I'm controlling this area too. He's winning the fight. He's winning the fight down here as well.
You see Delfino grabbing that left arm, probably more of a defensive move than a submission attempt at this point.
Yeah, and he was trying to plant and push up. He's trying to walk up the cage and get back to his feet, but Cox did a good job of pulling that support helm out from underneath him.
Dillion Cox, Delfino Benitez. 2:20 remaining, round number 2. Cox back into the full guard of Delfino Benitez.
Now, right now, I mean, I'm really kind of surprised. If they don't stay busy, referee Joe Doherty will stand them up. But I mean, that just because they're moving around don't mean they're busy. You know, you need to be trying to improve your position, or there's always that fear that a ref could stand you up, which I don't like to see if somebody's in a dominant position or if it could change the fight. But if you're not improving your position, then let's go back to the feet, and we'll go back and try it again.
Sometimes you get in that stalemate where nobody can improve, and that's where you see the referee stand him up.
We got a cut opened up on Delfino.
An elbow, I think, snuck through. Cut him right on the bridge of the nose. 90 seconds remaining, round number 2 in this one.
Yeah, and the cuts that you don't like are the ones that where blood, gets in your eyes and affects your vision. If they're below your eyes, you usually save. Bridge of the nose, above the eyes, it kind of sucks because the blood tends to run into your eyes. But here, Delfino get his feet up. He might walk his legs up high. He might try to set up a submission, but going to make it tough with a guy that has as good a hips as Cox has.
Dillion Cox using his wrestling here in round number 2 after trading strikes with Delfino Benitez most all of round number 1.
Yeah, like I said, not a lot happening. Just Delfino trying to get up and Cox just taking it away. I mean, pretty soon it's going to get stood back up.
45 seconds to go, and you're right, Joe Doherty taking a close look at the fighters. As you said, it's a tough position for a referee to be in because you don't want to separate them right before that move to improve.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to separate them if it's going to give one guy more of an advantage. If somebody's in a position and they're working, that's one thing. But if they're just laying there, you slap them on the back and let's stand it up.
We know octagon control or ring cage control, a big point for judges in mixed martial arts. And this cage has been controlled by Dillion Cox in round 2.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Delfino ain't doing anything to Cox, so why would Cox try to stand up, I mean, he's winning the fight.
Round 2 finished, and there you have it. Delfino Benitez happy to get up.
No live streaming. Please, no live streaming. You guys can continue to stream these fights live on your own. You may be absolutely thank you.
Delfino Benitez, though, just not able to find a way to get himself up out of that position with the wrestling skills of Dillion Cox.
You watch here. Good combinations, from both fighters, actually, good leg kicks. But look at that, nice check. And then right away, he doesn't waste any time countering. But then get a little overzealous, get a little over yourself, and then boom, you lose it. Takedown. But here's where he was smart to fight that first. Make sure he had some control before he just slammed him down.
All right, the fighters are up off the stools and ready to go. The third and final round in this bout. Round 1 pretty close. Round 2 dominated by Dillion Cox.
Here we go. I mean, they start out circling, so we'll see.
Oh, more kicks right away.
And another one right to the liver. Delfino's been really disciplined about blocking those head kicks. So even as tired as you are, he's been doing a good job of keeping those hands up. But then you get those legs eaten.
Oh, nice shot coming in.
He wants to really just circle out because you're just going to get taken down if you play this game with Cox against the fence.
A nice shot, a nice short left hand landed by Delfino Benitez as he came in, but you're right, set him into that.
Man.
Oh my, big slam.
Big slam.
Right back into side control goes Dillion Cox.
And this is where Delfino wants to let go of that head. You're not going to get a choke from there. All you're going to do is, wear out your arms. So just let that go and start battling to get your legs back underneath him and get around and get him back in your guard. But if you're Cox, you're going to be looking to, if he lets go, if he looses up, you're going to step over and you're going to have him against the cage in a full mount. And then you're going to be able to drop some bombs.
We mentioned wrestling, the go-to discipline for Dillion Cox, a collegiate-level wrestler, runs his own wrestling program in the state of Iowa, which is a wrestling state. And he's showing off his skills here tonight against Delfino Benitez.
They have wrestlers in Iowa?
They have a few.
Oh, yeah.
Got a few. At least one university that loves it.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna try to set up that rear naked choke, but Delfino's doing a good job also battling the arms. But one little mistake is all it takes right here. One simple mistake, not controlling the wrist. If you lose grip on the wrist because it's sweaty, boom, the other guy locks that rear naked choke up. So you really got to be careful right here.
And he's got that body triangle locked down too, which not only
sucks.
keeps you from moving, takes your breath.
Yeah, he's got it across the jaw right now, which doesn't cut off your air, but man, does it hurt.
It hurts. Yeah, I'm cranking on that jaw.
But I mean, keep in mind, Delfino has 6 pro fights. He's not going to be tapping from wimpy stuff like that.
So far, Delfino Benitez able to fight off that rear naked choke of Dillion Cox, but Cox relentless with his attempts.
Yeah, and this is what Delfino needed to do: roll to that foot where he has him in the body lock and the body triangle. Roll to that, then you can start breaking that, because all he has to do is tighten that down, and it takes your wind away.
2 minutes to go, the third and final round of this professional bout at Midwest Championship Fighting 22. Scott Carlson alongside Kelly Wiseman.
And like I said, Cox is going to be, he's dominating this part, so he's going to be content just staying here, riding him, landing the choppy punches. And it's Delfino's
now on the
job.
back.
It's Delfino's job to get out and not make a mistake, but that could be the mistake made right there. Now he's doing a good job. He pushes it up. And like I said, they're sweaty. That makes it so hard to finish these submissions when they're that sweaty. But
90 seconds to go. Delfino Benitez in the green trunks now fully mounted, it looks like. Transition from the back to the full mounted Dillion Cox.
Yeah, Delfino's going to try to slip out the back door here and get out. Right there. There he does it. There he does it.
Locked right back down, though, did Dillion Cox.
But he got out of a bad position. He was in a really bad position. And that's, like I said, that's the experience that the 6 pro fights will give you. With 50 seconds to go, really, Delfino's going to have to do something miraculous if he wants to win this. He needs to get to his feet, maybe land a knockout, because I think the submission is going to be hard to get from down here when you're sweaty.
Right.
It's going to be tough.
Going to take a finish, I'm with you, by Delfino. 2 rounds for sure in the favor of Dillion Cox. 30 seconds to go, the third and final round. And the wrestling, it's just been too much.
Yeah. It's been the difference maker,
As it is in so many mixed martial arts fights. Such a good base to have.
Yeah, 15 seconds left. I mean, this is Dillion's 100%.
Just waiting for the formalities now. And that will do it. It's amazing how long 10 seconds can take. Really is.
That's what I said. Go out, go hit the bag for 10 seconds and tell me how you feel.
Yeah. Delfino Benitez, Dillion Cox go the distance, so we'll go to the judges' scorecard, but you gotta believe that's gonna tilt in the favor of Dillion Cox.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I wouldn't say, the first round wasn't dominated. He won it, it was definitely a 10-9, but then he pretty much dominated the next round because he had the better combination standing up, but then he got the takedowns and he controlled it on the ground. Definitely should be 30-27 on all cards.
We'll await our official decision here as we go to the judges' scorecards.
Well, that slam was awesome.
That slam was very nice. Delfino just unable to stave off the wrestling. And just total control by Dillion Cox. All right, I think we're ready. Here's Mike Kendall with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges score this bout 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision, Dillion Cox.
And there you go. Victory goes to Dillion Cox. He will improve to 4-3 as a professional mixed martial artist. Skywalker 101, Coach Danny Molina, his crew having a pretty good night here at MCF 22. We aren't done yet, though. Still 3 bouts to come your way, including our co-main event and main events of the evening. And those you are not going to want to miss. So make the coffee. Do what you got to do to stay up.